Hi there, and welcome to MS-DOS Game Reviews, where I play some old games in an emulator and record the results for posterity. So today we are looking at the Ford Simulator, released for DOS in 1987. And yeah, it's important to remember I limit myself to MS-DOS only. There were other gaming systems at the time, but there's quite a lot of games to go through. So okay, back to the Ford Simulator. Yeah, it's a racing driving simulation, and racing is a bit strong here because there's no opponents on your tracks that you drive, and it's been published by the Ford Motor Company. And I had one look at it. So here you go, screenshots just for DOS, and that's about it. So let's go take a look at the game itself. So no nonsense, just pop right in there. There you go, Ford Simulator. Press spacebar to continue. And let's hit that spacebar. It's just important to remember here, this runs really well. You know, it was written quite well, even though CGA and just PC Speaker, I put no limit on the emulation speed, and this just runs properly. So that's always good. So on the main menu, you get your Ford Simulator, then a buyer's guide and a customer response. So this is very corporate in nature. You can see that the people paying for this wanted you to buy a Ford. So it's an ad that is also a game. And let's go take a look at the details. So actually, let's go take a look at customer response. We'll press 3. And so there you go. You can let Ford know how you feel about the simulator. And since this is the only one that I've seen that a car company has made, I don't think it was all that successful. Of course, these days there's all kinds of in-game advertising, and I think that's more up their alley. Okay, so let's see. Spacebar to continue. Question how. Okay, so anyways, let's not carry on with that too much. We'll go to the main menu again. And yeah, it switches between modes. And then there's a buyer's guide. Let's go take a look at that. So 1988 models. Man, $12,000 for a car, $8,000. These prices are pretty good. Thunderbird, Turbo Coupe, Lincoln, all sorts of cool cars. Let's go to the main menu again. So yeah, you can take a look at the models, and then you can actually drive them in this game. So let's go take a look at what that looks like. So there's some test tracks: touring, drag strip, slalom, and a Grand Prix. And right, so let's just do touring for now. And there you have 16 cars you can drive with, and your cursor keys, you can select which ones. So let's go for a Ford Cougar. Why not? So the dashboards don't really change. I don't think so. So we press I to start the car, and S to do the seatbelt, so it stops beeping at us, and caps locks increases speed, and it's automatic. Aha! So there you go, and you can press your cursor keys. You can get a bit of feeling. Oh dear, left the road already. But yeah, since it's automatic, that's fine. It just gears down and you can go for it. There's not much in the way of graphics. I think next to the road, it's just you and the road, and we're cruising along let's do 70, 60. Okay, 60 miles an hour, and it's not too horrible. Now I'm a little bit curious. Okay, we can slow down a bit. Oh dear, all over the road. I'm like a kid with his father's car. Yeah, what are we looking at here? We're looking at the CGA palette. It's just one of the extended palettes that actually has red in it, and yeah, it's not a. I can't say it's very immersive. Having just previewed test drive, you can see how this game is just miles away from that, but it still runs well. I'm assuming it runs well on computers that were released in 1988. Doesn't feel very realistic, I have to admit. There's no screeching on the tires, and they definitely seem to be steering you towards automatic vehicles as well, because while I was doing my testing, I was driving something that was manual. So Ford hopes you had an enjoyable drive to enter Ford Info Center. Definitely they want you to wow. Okay, so now you can pick front wheel drives and rear wheel drives and all that. But let's go to escape and test track menu, touring, drag strip, slalom. Let's do another one. Let's do Grand Prix. And it's the first time I tried it. I'm going to try a Mustang GT 5-speed manual. Righty. So again, I to start the engine. And yes, the dash does look different. So they do have different dashes. And I have a little safety belt thingy that I have to put on. Right, let's do accelerate. Come on. There we go. And yeah, you change gears by hitting the numbers 1 through 4. I'm in 4th gear now, 5, and we'll pick up a bit of speed. Yeah, gear down there, see if we can get back to the road. Again, no screeching of the tires, and the steering is a little bit iffy, man. Really iffy. Man, confusing. Gearing down, gearing up. Alrighty, getting the hang of this Mustang. A couple of sharp corners. And away we go. So again, no opponents. So how is it a racing game if there's nothing to race against? There's nobody else on the track. Then you're not racing. Then you maybe racing is just supposedly you're driving fast. There's no position of the track indicator. Oh, a little bit too low there. Yeah, that's a keys are responsive, definitely. If you press F1, You get your Grand Prix event, tells you your keys, spacebar to continue, and driver rating fair. Unfair. Okay. So 2:11. So yeah, I suppose you could run around the track a few times and see if you can get a better time. Back to the info center, and it tells you can change your suspension a bit. So there's a lot of things about the vehicles that are fun and informational, but I don't see that changing anything in the game itself. So yeah, it was a fair idea to make a game that is an ad for your company, and maybe they should try again. Give you much better simulation of today's vehicles with today's technology. You can now accurately simulate what it feels like to drive a front wheel or a rear wheel drive car and change the suspension, because that is already possible in a lot of racing games. As I've mentioned in my other videos, I'm a big fan of Dirt 4. So yeah, I'm not a novice at racing games.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 100 through dip. Keep right over crest. Left 2, 60, don't cut. Left 3, don't cut. Right 4. And left 3, don't cut. And right 4 opens.
But yeah, good effort for Ford. Hopefully you guys liked this little video, and I'll see each other on the next one. But in the meantime, have a fantastic day, and goodbye.